Once upon a time, there was a man named Mackenzie Mac Phillips. Mac was a loving husband to Nan and a father to 5 children. Their family was close-knit, enjoying the simple pleasures of life together. But their world was shattered one fateful weekend during a camping trip in the Oregon wilderness. During that trip, Mac's youngest daughter, Missy, disappeared. The authorities found evidence of her abduction in an abandoned shack deep in the woods, a torn and blood-stained dress. The loss of Missy devastated Mac and Nan. It shook their faith and left Mac grappling with anger, guilt, and profound sorrow. 4 years passed, marked by Mac's struggle to make sense of what happened. Then one day, Mac received a mysterious note in his mailbox. It was signed Papa, Nan's affectionate nickname for God, and invited Mac to return to the shack where Missy's dress had been found. Conflicted and full of questions, Mac decided to confront his past and journey back to the place that had caused him so much pain. Arriving at the shack, Mac encountered a surreal and transformative experience. Inside the dilapidated structure, he met 3 unexpected visitors. God the Father appeared as an African-American woman named Papa, Jesus Christ as a Middle Eastern carpenter, and the Holy Spirit as an Asian woman named Sarayu. This diverse portrayal of the Holy Trinity immediately challenged Mac's preconceived notions about God. Over the course of a weekend, Mac engaged in deep and life-changing conversations with Papa, Jesus, and Sarayu. They guided him through his feelings of anger, guilt, and despair, helping him confront the truths about himself and his relationship with God. They showed Mac that God was not the harsh and judgmental figure he had imagined, but a loving and compassionate presence who deeply cared for him and his family. Papa, portrayed as an African-American woman, represented the nurturing and motherly side of God. She helped Mac understand the nature of God's love and presence in the midst of suffering, showing him that God was not to blame for Missy's death. Jesus, portrayed as a Middle Eastern carpenter, engaged Mac in discussions about the meaning of forgiveness and the purpose of suffering. He challenged Mac's assumptions about justice and showed him how forgiveness was the key to healing and freedom. Jesus revealed his scars from the crucifixion, symbolizing his own suffering and sacrifice for humanity. Sarayu, portrayed as an Asian woman, represented the creative and elusive nature of the Holy Spirit. She helped Mac see the beauty and interconnectedness of all creation, teaching him to embrace the mysteries of life and the importance of living in harmony with God and others. Central to Mac's journey was the theme of forgiveness. He learned to forgive himself for his perceived failures as a father and husband, and he confronted the difficult task of forgiving Missy's killer. Through these experiences, Mac began to find healing and peace, realizing that forgiveness was a pathway to freedom from the burden of pain and resentment. One of the most powerful moments in the story occurred when Mac was granted a vision of heaven. In this ethereal encounter, he was reunited with Missy, who assured him that she was safe and happy in the presence of God. This heavenly reunion brought Mac a sense of closure and peace that he had longed for since Missy's death. After his transformative experience at the shack, Mac returned home to his family. He was profoundly changed,